another win, another clean sheet for you guys. What are your kind of initial takeaways from the match today?
Well, congratulate my players. They performed today. In a moment of the game, Lexington took control of the game, of the ball. They start playing a lot of passes. That's something that they did well. And the first half, they had the most possession on those last 15 minutes of the first half. But at the end of the day, even going to a tough moment, we had to defend well. That's something that we taught to our team. If we don't get the ball, make sure we defend well and try to keep the clean sheet. And that's what they did today.
It looks like a similar game plan to the New Mexico match, which was, press hard, opening. Obviously, you got the goal for Jorge, and then bogged down defensively, and then obviously you had the insurance goal in the second half. So was it a similar plan a little bit?
Yeah, that was something that we spoke on Thursday before this game. That New Mexico, the Lexington is the kind of team who like to possess the ball. They have a good midfielders. They had those guys from Firmino dropping into the middle and getting the extra man with Molloy. So that's something that we need to deny from them because that's when they become strong, really strong team. They like to bring things to the inside and isolate the wingers who are really fast in a 1v1 situation. So we need to deny that possession in the middle.
And then it looks similar to, four now matches now clean sheet. If you fall across all competitions, from a year ago, and is mostly similar group that you had last season. Why has it been a defensive focus for you this season as opposed to last season?
Well, we have more mature group this year. Like you mentioned before, we had three veteran players, Mitch, Alex, and Danny, and also we have Alexis, who's a veteran as well in this league, and we add Thiago, who's a young player but with a lot of experience. So he performed well today. So when we had those kind of defenders, so we tried to do two good players in each position. So we showed it today with Reese playing 60 minutes, and then Akin came and finished in the game. Same thing in the left side with Nelson, who was a regular starter last year, and now we have Ad Emil. So defensively, we look much solid, much better. With also with Joey and Richard on goal, I think we're doing well in that position as well.
How does he do get his goal out there, Dimitri?
Feels good. Feels good. Something I love is the whole team, the players on the field, the players warming up, went out to him and celebrate. I love that everybody was happy. So Indimi scoring today. He deserved it. He's a player. He didn't get a lot of minutes last year, but he shows up this preseason, different player, showing his talent, showing his capabilities. Also, we have a conversation that he said early in his career he played in the middle. Last year we played him a lot as a winger. But he told me early in his career he played in the middle as a number 8. So this year he's playing next to Mike, and I think those two guys, including also Kurt, they're performing really well.
And then last one for me is you obviously no secret you have a busy week this week. How are you going to manage guys' minutes? How are you going to manage their health as you go into Wednesday Open Cup, then another match, and follow that stretch here?
Yeah, it's a tough stretch, including a trip to California. For us right now, focus on Wednesday game, Open Cup game against a difficult team, Tulsa. So we try to rotate the lineup today, make sure going to that game in the best shape as possible.
They had 9 corners. You didn't really look like conceding on a corner. How are you setting up the team defensively on those set pieces? What's making that hard?
Well, we put a zonal group with our biggest targets on the team. It was the back three, plus our center forward, whether it's EJ or Santi, in that zonal, being in front of Joey. And then we marked the 3 biggest targets from the opposite team, And this case was Burke, the 2 center backs, and the center forward. So everybody else, we match up with the zona guys. So I think we give up a lot of corners today, but we defend those well.
Yeah, I think that whole corners you kind of have to give up to.
Yeah.
You mentioned EJ, who's come in short term. What was the thinking behind bringing EJ in?
Well, basically today, even though he had the opportunity to play in the Open Cup game, couple minutes. Today was the real test for him, and I think he did well. He did well. You know, he drew a couple free kicks for us in the attacking zone, which is good. He held the ball and give us a break coming out from the back. So I think he just missed a goal. He just need a goal opportunity to put that one away, but he did most part he did well.
At least in the at least in the league, 5 goals so far this season. 2 from center backs, 2 from Jorge, who is kind of an attacking midfielder, and then another from Dimitri. So, what do you think it maybe says about the way the team's playing that you're getting those goals from farther back? Good for them, obviously, but is it maybe a bit of a concern for that forward line?
Well, I'm not worried about that. Actually, I'm very pleased and I'm good to see the defenders scoring goals and attacking mids scoring goals because this year since preseason we have a lot of guys from the attacking side injury, so we're missing those guys. We miss Grivo, Diogo, Luke. At some point, Sorto was injured, so there's too many guys out. So, and that was one of the reasons we changed the formation. But if we had the forwards injury, it's good to see the defender scoring a goal or attacking midfielder scoring a goal.
And like we've talked about, match against Tulsa on Wednesday, it's only been a couple weeks since you faced them for the first time. You'll face them again, even a couple weeks after this, I feel like, or maybe a month or two. But what did you maybe learn? What can you take from that first match with them that can be applied to this week's match?
No, there's going to be a difficult match. It's a team. They have a particular style of play who's difficult to play against, but we try to concentrate in our game, in our style of play, and try to manage and set the tempo of the game in our home, in our stadium.
And also on the scores you got some good passes from those. First one, Christian, and then Sorto. So what can you say about the pass distribution of your team to tonight's game and during the season?
Well, I think those guys are really good job. They're making good decision in the attacking half. Also, I like the way our wing backs are adding in those attackers. So today we have crosses from Nelson, from Reese, and they're laying on the game from Akin. So it's good that everybody's contribute. It's good that they had those decisions on the ball, especially in the attacking third.
What is it about Tulsa's style of play that makes them specifically difficult match?
Well, they are a very direct team. They play a lot of long ball. They're very strong in all positions. So that's something that we need to match up. It's totally different the way we play, but we have to defend well, try to win second balls. They rely on second balls. So we need to do a good game plan to play that game.
Closing with that, with a 2-0 win, what does the result say about the progression of the group over the past few weeks?
Well, it's good. We have a good month of March, closing this month with a 2-0 win and having the clean sheet. That means the team is mature, the group is mature. Even with a mixed lineup today, we look strong. So it's good for us as a coaches. So it doesn't matter who gets the call, he's ready to play, he's ready to step.
And how important is it for the group to, apply the pressure early for people to come here and play at home? Like, what is that like to set that tone for every team that comes here to play at Turtle Field?
Oh, it's really important for us because I believe personally that we are a good team with the ball. We rotate the ball well, we pass the ball well. So to do that, we need to press the teams early. We have a good field, grass field. So press those teams, take the ball away from them to start playing that possession game and rotation game.
You guys had an unbeaten March last year. Obviously went unbeaten again this year. Do you feel any differences with this year's team?
Yeah, one of the big challenges now is to keep that rhythm in a constant basis. And I believe we have a stronger group this year. We have a more mature group this year. So I'm confident that we're going to continue playing well, either at home or away.